Hello，大家好。This is John Laoshi, Zhang Wang. How are you doing? Today is our live stream number 72. Okay, today live stream a little bit special because I did something special last week. Actually, I sent a lot of email to our friends, to our email subscribers to ask them to ask me questions because during our live stream usually we answer some question. I prepare some grammar points or something to help you, right? But I wonder if you have your own questions, so it will be more helpful for you, right? So that's why I send the emails to ask questions. I was thinking maybe I can got a few questions so we may talk, but actually I got a lot of questions. It's about over, I think over 10 people reply me and give me questions. So I said, wow. So then today we're going to answer these questions because those questions are from you. So I think they are very useful for you. Even it's not your question, but some questions are common. Actually, if you are learning Chinese, you have some similar questions. And if you listen to other people's question, I think it's also help you a lot. Okay, let's start. 我们来看，好，Integrate Chinese live stream. Oh, first, before we start, I'd like to introduce my weekly speaking practice. Actually, it's in our Patreon. How do you call it? Patreon, right? Patreon, that thing. Uh, Actually, it's in our Facebook private Facebook group. And every week, basically, I give people members topics. For example, the week one is introduce yourself. Then our members just introduce themselves and upload videos or audios. Then I will give them comments every week. This actually is from last week. Basically, I just write down most of the things our members say. Then I just help them to say this is great to see that, and that structure should be this way. I think it's also very helpful if you want to practice Chinese, if you want to really find a professional teacher to help you to correct and make progress. That's we do it every week. If you're interested, you can join my Patreon club. It just cost you $9 a month. So every week we have topics. By the way, you can find the link in the description box if you are interested. Okay, 好. Then we will start today's Q&A section. Okay. Then before that, I'd like to ask our friends on the stage. 你好 Golden.
你好，大家好。
你好，你好吗？
我不说，你呢？
不错，我也不错，我也不错。今天你忙吗？
对，今天很
嗯，
忙，
很忙
但是
，very busy.
今天我在家工作。
Uh-huh. So you're at home, right? At
对
home work. So very good. Yeah. In Chinese, I think English you say work from home, right? Work from
，Yeah,
home. But in
today I
Chinese
work
actually,
from home, or maybe I
对
would
对
say.
In Chinese, actually, we say we at home work, 在家工作. Okay, good. I can see actually the chat box. I can see Yue Ying, our old friends Yue Ying. So I can send her the link to talk to me directly. 你好，月莹，这是一个链接，that's talk to me directly link. 对，你可以来。So actually, this link for my like one-on-one students and Patreon members, you have priority, right?
Priority.
Priority to talk to me directly on the camera. And of course, if there's still seats and everybody welcome, welcome to come and talk. 好，then let's say I can say we can shine. 你好 we can shine. Our old friend. 你好，你好吗？你今天忙吗？Tell us. 你今天忙吗？你今天做了什么？What did you do today? 月莹，
老师好，哥
你好，
哥
你好，
好。
哥哥好，
你好，
也 Hello brother，right？但是今天你的叔叔们没来啊，今天你的叔叔们没来，Today your uncles they have something didn't come，所以今天只有你的哥哥们。So in Chinese we can put a 门 to make it plural, right? 哥哥们 brothers. But in Chinese no plural for other things. Not the tables or cups, no s, it's just a table cup. 好，You can shine says 对means right. 今天很忙，Today very busy. 很忙，很累，very tired. 很累。I'm okay. I just I just got up not a long time ago, so I'm not tired right now. So then he said, haha. Okay, haha is very good. In Chinese, especially spoken Chinese, people love to put a haha, H-A-H-A, haha, to show, yeah, that's a kind of fun or I'm happy. I can see 裴志善 Patrick. 你好 Patrick. 你好
好，
Patrick. 对，你今天怎么样？
不错。
不错，也不错。你忙不忙？
很累。
哦，很累啊，很累。所以现在你是晚上，现在你是晚上。
对，是在5点。
5点。Right now you're at night, not really night, evening, right? 5 5点5点。
对。
对，I think 5点 is kind of yeah tired moment 5点。Okay，好。So we have our friends. 今天你好，今天怎么样？是 Q, our friend Q. That's our old friend. 今天怎么样？你好，今天怎么样？ Yeah, that's very good greeting. When you ask people 今天怎么样? Like how are you today? 今天怎么样？or for short, just say 怎么样？ Okay, for people, if you just joined our live stream, I'd like to tell you today we do Q&A. Q&A a little special because last week I got a lot of questions from our friends, from our students. Then today I thought why not we just have a Q&A. So that's why today we going to have this Q&A. And everyone, if you have any idea about those questions, you can just let me know, talk to me directly, or just type, let me know. So we will going to discuss together to make those questions clear, because I think those questions very useful for you also. 好, let's go together. First, that's my email from my email address. By the way, my email address is john@espressochinese.com. If you have a question, you can still send it to me. john@espresso.com. You see, I got so many questions. They just send me questions. Okay. Then the first question I got, that friend, Piriyanka, right, said, could you explain the different use of 就? He said it seems pops up everywhere. Sometimes it means then, sometimes already, sometimes just for emphasize. So how do you know when to use it? So I have to say this 就. So 月莹他问这个就怎么用就？这个就 actually got so many different usages. I used to, have a class with my students. Today he didn't come. It's Mark, right? We have the class about this 就, and about 10 different usage of the 就. Actually, when I try to explain 就, it will cost us like maybe 1 hour. But I'd like to just tell you some very common, very useful usage for the 就, because that 就actually is very useful thing. 就 is like someone in your company. The boss just allow him so much rather than you. The boss just ask everything, ask that person to do. So 就 is this kind of person. Okay, so also we have 敏捷，敏捷你好 can you hear me?
你好，你好，
你好，你好，你怎么样？
大家好，我还不错。
还不错，还不错。你在哪里？
我在摩洛哥的人。
摩洛哥啊，你是从摩洛哥来的啊？好的，好的，
对对，
欢迎你，欢迎你。好，
谢谢你，谢谢。
Then you can shine says 就很难，我同意啊。You can shine says 就 actually very difficult. I agree. Okay, then it's difficult, but we will do it today about this 就。好，I like to show you my screen. So wait a second. Okay, how can I share this screen? 一下 I think here. Oh no, 不是这个 should be this. Okay, share screen here. Got it. 好 Okay, so we talk about 就 Anyone, can you tell me some way to use 就 if you know? Maybe Gordon, can you give me an example how to use 就? For example,
Yeah, I think I've used it in the past for saying something was like earlier than usual.
earlier, yeah, exactly. That's the very common way to use 就, the number one common way to use 就. Can you give me a sentence? For example, like I know sometimes you got up earlier, right?
Yeah. So I think the structure would be like saying Joe before a time, right? Or time
对
Joe,
对
time then Joe. I don't
time and
remember.
就 yeah.
Yeah.
Time first then 就. For example, I got
今
up.
天
Yeah.
我起床
5
5点钟。
今天我 actually you put time first 啊，我5点就起床 and because that's you did it right, you passed, then you put 了啊。今天我5点就起床了。Okay, me I have to change this 了。Okay, so you see that's the 就 that's the time word, right? It's like this. So how do you know? There's 10 different ways to use 就. How do you know which way? Then you have to find some feature or some key ports. That 5点 is 5 o'clock. Then you put 就. People know that's indicate earliness. Today 5点 5 o'clock I got up, which is very early. So that's the first, the number one, and the most popular way to use 就 to indicate early. Okay. Then another 就 Anyone know another way to use 就 Yeah.
我下班就回家了。
我下班就回家了。OK， 我下班就回家了。Okay. Again, I have to change this. 我下班就回家了。Okay. Actually, here 月营 dropped kind of 一啊，我一下班就回家了。Here we have the 依旧 structure 啊。Let's say 依旧。So 依旧 structure similar to this like 5 o'clock 就 is kind of emphasized as soon as. So that E is number one, but you could E something 就 means as soon as I did it, I just do another thing. 我一下班 means as soon as I finish my work 就回家了 I went back home. I didn't do anything else just because I really want to go home. So 我一下班就回家了啊。That's 依旧 structure. 月莹，谢谢你 It's a very good structure. Very good structure. 一下班就回家了。Okay. And good. Let's say Patrick, you know another Jill, if you know.
Yeah, the only way I know to use Joe is like I've done something and then I do something else. Like we're 吃饭完了 or we're 吃饭完 Joe
You normally 洗澡
吃饭
我吃完饭 normally you say this. 我吃完饭，就洗澡啊，就洗澡。So that's 吃完就啊。This 就 actually similar. It's like 依旧 means like this 就 is to show after you finish something, then you do something.
Right.
So more like then, after that, then. So 吃完饭完 is finish, finish. So I finish eating, then I take a shower. That's the 就 to link two part, right? 就 most cases to link two part. Actually, it looks like two small sentences. First is I did this thing. 我吃完饭, I finish eating. Second sentence, I take shower. But you use 就 to link, to show like after that thing, I do another thing. That's the one usage of 就. Very good. 好. Let's see. Anyone know other like 敏捷? Do you know other
The
usage
only
for
thing
就?
I can, the only thing I think I can think of is when I want to emphasize something. For example,
Yeah. Yeah.
现在很晚了，我就还没睡觉。
现在很晚了，我 basically you say 我还没 right 还没睡觉 right
我就还没
我
睡
还没睡觉。Okay, in that case, normally you don't need 就 let's say 我现在很晚了 right? So right now it's very late. Right now very late. Let's see. 那我就还没睡觉。我就 so here you want to emphasize kind of very late you still right you still
Yeah.
很晚还没睡觉，我很晚了，我还没睡觉。But here I don't think you need 就我还没 you just say 我还没睡觉 or 我 because this 还 actually to emphasize already 还没睡觉 so not yet go to sleep right because it's okay simply just say 我没睡觉 you know I not sleep yet I didn't sleep but here 还 actually to emphasize so here actually you don't need 就 you don't need 就 if you here there's one way to emphasize for example 就我还没睡觉 but different if you say 就我就 in that case has the feeling only me so right now it's very late only me other people they want to sleep only me still not go to sleep you can say 就我 just me only me okay
Which is true
就
to
我
be honest.
对就我还没睡觉that's okay also I can give you another one about 就 if you learn the learn the integrated Chinese so one lesson some people call this I want to talk to John then for I can say 我就是 John 我就是 John 哎我就是 John do you know 就 here what does 就 mean here 我就是
I'm
John
exactly me.
对 I'm exactly John 我就是 John means I'm exactly John 对 so 就 could be exactly by the way you see those things is the common way we use 就 but other usage for 就 most cases is still to link two short sentences to show because the first sentence then something happened or under the first sentence like circumstance then the second sentence happened it normally like this I'll give you another the last common one to use 就 is 如果 yeah please
well on that sentence where you said with Josher John you said exactly John could it also mean could it also mean I am only John
I'm only John no what do you mean I'm only John
it's just me John is that another
I'm not a big guy I'm not a great person I just
I'm
John,
nothing special I'm just John like that
yeah it could be
could it also be used that
it could be it's like here 就我 only me just me. Yeah, it depends, really depends, because 就 could be just, could be only, could be exactly, right? So it depends what kind of situation you say it. Like you said, 啊，我就是 John， 我不是 I'm not Trump or something, right? 我就是 John， like I cannot do it. Yes, good, you're right. You can do this. Also, sometimes you can use 我如果就 structure. That's a pattern. This pattern kind of very common, use 就 to link two sentences. If then, if then. 对。好。Anyone, you can give me an example for 如果就 structure.
如果没有下雨，我就出外玩。
我就是 you say 如果没有下雨，
出外玩。
没有下雨，我就什么？
下雨，老师。
下雨 sorry. 下雨 raining, right? Raining. I thought you say shark. 下雨 okay. Not shark, it's raining. Right? 如果没有下雨，我就出去玩 right? You want to say? Okay, that's good. 如果没有下雨，我就出去玩。That's the if structure, right? Under this kind of circumstance, I will do this. Then that's very typical to use too. 如果没有下雨，我就出去玩。If not raining, I go outside to have fun, to play. Okay, good. Then let's go to next question. I'm feeling we may can not finish all the question because yes, actually those questions very interesting. 好。Let's see next one. So you said, hello, John Laoshi, receive your email, excited to tell you, beginner and don't have huge knowledge about grammar. Here is some difficulties. Said, what means 差, 一刻 and 一起? How do you use them in daily life? Daily life. 好的. So let's talk about 差, 一刻, 一起. Okay. Let's do it. First, I will write down because he actually writes it in character, but I write it character and pin 差 and 一刻 and 一起. Okay. So first, the 差. 差 actually itself means difference. This 差 difference. Let's say, when we talk about time, let's say, how do you see this? How do you see this? Anyone can tell me how do you see this time? 10:55. Yeah.
10点。
怎么说 ？Yeah.
10点3班 something like this. There's 3课
right? Yeah, exactly. 10点3刻 actually, it's a 10 o'clock, 3 quarters. 10点3刻 3刻. Okay. So that's 课. Think this 一刻 it could be 1 quarter. 1 quarter, that's 一刻. 差 is a difference or lack something. For this one, I think in English you also can say like 1 quarter to 11.
35分鐘到11點。
Very good, 月影 In Chinese, we can say the similar thing. 差15分 let's say 差一刻 差一刻 let's say 11點 Okay, means like 1 quarter to 11 o'clock, like 1 quarter to 11. We can use this 差一刻 11點 这个差一刻11點 that's a 差 Okay. Then this 一起 is quite easy actually, because in Chinese we got so many people, right? So many people. That's why we often do things together. We go shopping together, we go like some sports, go to gym together with your friends. Always. Even sometimes you go to toilet, you say, anyone want to go to toilet together? Then you go together, right? So when you use 一起, you just say 我们一起 the order 我们一起 do something. 我们一起 do something. Okay. So let's say, Patrick, can you give us example? 我们一起 do something. If you're there.
我们一起 what is it? ጁit slips my mind right now.
教堂 is church, right? You want to say, go to church, right? 去教堂 say. 我们一起去教堂. We together go to church. That 教堂 is church. Interesting, help you to remember 教 actually is to teach people. 教 and the 堂是一个 big hall, a big room. Normally you have a meeting or you have an activity in it. That's called a 堂. Actually, somewhere we may learn the 食堂. 食堂, 食 actually is food, or to eat. 堂 is a hall. A big hall for you to eat actually is especially in school. In schools, that's a canteen or cafeteria. That's a 食堂. 我们一起去教堂. Yes, very good. Okay. So friends, Tara says thank you. Tara, 你好, yeah. If you want to show us, you can show, yeah. Then you can talk to me directly. I never know the information for church. Yes. 教堂 is church. 教堂. It's very good. And we will thank Patrick for give us this word. 教堂. Tara says, hi everyone. Yeah, we can see you. We can see you, Tara. 好. Then let's go back. Hope to see you again soon. Yes, of course. So Tara says thank you, Patrick. Okay. 好. Let's go to next question. So, dear John, thank you very much for email and the start grammar, and definitely thank you for great lesson. I will definitely send questions once I have them. That means she doesn't have a question. Okay, then we go to the next one. So actually this question is about where do I find the recording of that sections. I missed it. Triptych. Actually, I already copied the link. If you just go to that link, you can find all our streams. Actually, today is our 72. That means we did it 72 times, right? It's about I think over 1 year. It's a lot of. If you have time, you can just check all of them. I think definitely you will, learn a lot if you just by simply watch those live streams. Okay. By the way, I copied the link here in the chat box. Then if anyone wants check the recordings, you just click the link. Also, I will give you the link for next time. Now, right now we do every 2 weeks, and I will publish the link before the live stream, maybe 3 or 4 days before the live stream, so you can prepare. Okay, how good. You also can find the link in the description box. I can find Mark. Mark, are you there? 你好 Mark.
你好家人。
你好 You want to say hello families? 你好家人 Very cool, very cool. Yeah. So right now in China, there's some live stream, some broadcaster like they use this one. They online they want to sell something. They call everybody 家人. Oh, my family. This is something, and you may want to buy, help you. They say 家人们. Actually, they put 们 because they know not just the one people watching. So they say 家人们. So
家人们.
This 门 to make it plural means many family members, right? Many family members. Hello, say 家人们. Wow, I'm so surprised you say these words. 家人们. Okay, 好, let's continue, Mark. I'm answering those questions from my students right now. I just answer some. Okay, then we have this from my one-on-one student Rob. Rob actually says the structure 除了以外. How do you use the 除了以外 structure? That's a very important structure. Sometimes a little confusing. Let's have a look. Okay, 除了以外. Write it down. 除了 something 以外. Not this 以外. 以外. Which one? Oh, this one. 对. 除了以外. And forgive me for this 了. Every time I have to change it. 除了以外. 除了以外 actually like English besides. This 除, the character 除 actually means get rid of it. You don't want it, you get rid of it. That's 除了. 外 means outside. So all those words to indicate you besides it. If you don't count this, you don't consider this, you still have another thing. I'll give you an example. Let's say, which is not true. Let's say I like singing. Besides I like singing, I also like dancing, right? Actually, I don't like both, right? So, but I just make sentence. I say 我除了唱歌以外, 还 normally you have 还, 还喜欢跳舞. Okay, so forgive me for this 了. 我除了唱歌以外还喜欢跳舞. Which means if you get rid of singing, if you don't consider singing, besides singing, I also like 还喜欢, I also like dancing. That's the way to use 除了 something 以外. Okay, besides singing, I also like dancing. 除了唱歌以外，我还喜欢跳舞。Okay. Rob, not Rob. Rob is not here. Rob is my student to answer this question. So Mark, can you make a question and make a sentence with this 除了 something 以外 your own sentence.
除了喜欢辣的菜以外，做四川菜。
做四川菜 Okay, so I understand you want to say 除了 besides you like spicy food, also you do the Sichuan food, right? 除了
right.
You want to say you cook. You have to make it clear. So you like cook, you like cook Sichuan food, or you just say you like Sichuan food.
I like cook Sichuan food.
I like cook. 对对 But 除了 means besides spicy food, I like cook Sichuan food. 除了maybe you say that 除了喜欢吃辣的菜以外，我还 喜欢做四川菜。
that's better.
Besides, I like eat spicy food. I also, the kind of furthermore, right? Not only I like eat spicy food, but furthermore, I also like to cook Sichuan dishes, because Sichuan dishes also the spicy food, right? So this is clear, I think. 除了喜欢吃辣的菜以外，我还喜欢for 除了 people often use 还啊，我还喜欢做四川菜。
刚好老师。
更好 ，yeah, better, yeah, very good，很好，好，非常好啊，非常好的例子 ，very good sentence。敏捷，maybe you like to give us your example， 除了以外 ，if you know how to use this， 除了以外。
This one is a bit advanced for me, I think.
Maybe you try to do this, like besides, let's say, besides me, my wife also like Chinese food. You can use this, like besides me, my wife also like. We can do together. You can try.
So if I want to say, for example, beside mathematics, I also like history.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Try this one. 除了
数学以外，我也喜欢历史。
对 Yeah, that's perfect sentence, right? That's the way to use 除了。除了 just means get rid of. You don't consider. Get rid of the math, but I still like 历史 history 啊。除了以外，我也要还 is optional. 也 means also. 还 is also. Yeah, both doesn't matter. 除了数学以外，我也喜欢历史。Very good sentence. 除了数学以外，我也喜欢历史。Okay, that's about 除了以外。好 that's a special structure, but very useful, and I think now we are clear about 除了以外。Okay, let's move on. The next question. It says, John, he said, actually the Chinese character message said, thank you, I love your Chinese class. I'm an old man, study Chinese. I like to go to China. I want to eat a Beijing duck. I can speak Spanish and English. So that's very good. He said that enough with my bad Mandarin. Actually, very good Mandarin. He said, thank you for your sports. And my question is how to use 是的. 是的. In between these two words, sometimes I say fragments. It is a pattern used for that. Thank you very much. Wow, that's a great question. That's the one of the most important structure in Chinese, I will say. Also, it's kind of a quite difficult structure because that's just a very unique, very special. In English, you don't have 是的. And I will tell you exactly which kind of situation you need 是的. You need 是的. Okay. Then it will be clear. So write it down. 是的 structure. Okay, 是 something 的. I have to change it. 是的. First, I like to tell you the sentence structure. In Chinese sentence, typically like who, right? Who, when, where, and do what. That's typically Chinese order. Like for example, I yesterday at Starbucks study. Okay, that's the Chinese order. You will say I yesterday at Starbucks study. I just give you this I. Let's say yesterday. Okay, then Starbucks, and let's say study. Study. 好 So those the informations. For 是的 structure, you will ask something happened. Remember, something happened in the past. It means it's already happened. Yesterday I studied at Starbucks. It's already happened. But when you ask details in the past, you ask who, you ask when, and you ask where, but not what. Okay, so what is the basic fact you did? You don't need the 是的 structure. You just simply ask, what did you do? 你做了什么？昨天你做了什么？ Then I say, 我学习了 I studied, right? Okay, after that, after this basic information, people ask you some details in the past. It's like basically who, when, where. They use the 是的 structure to ask. They have to use 是的 structure to ask. That's the Chinese structure. For example, of course, if by default they know who, like that's you, they don't need to ask. But if they're curious about maybe it is by yourself or you with your friends, then they ask with who you study at Starbucks. In that case, you need 是的. They say 你是和谁啊？你是和谁like 学习的 ？Okay, you find this 是的 right? Basically, you put the question between 是的和谁学习 with who study, and you put 是 and 的 and you put the information you want to know, the question between 是的你是和谁学习的 and to answer it also you need 是的 you say 我是 something 的 right? You put the information they want between 是的我是和 let's say 我是和 John 学习的
我是和老师学习的。
Oh, that's even better, right? So not every John teacher, right? So 我是和老师学习的。You find here the question word 谁 you just replace the question word with the teacher. So 我是和老师学习的。Basically, literally translated into English, it sounds like it was with my teacher I studied together. 我是和老师学习的。That's basically what the 是的 structure looks like. By the way, this is not the, it should be the. 我是和老师学习的。Another thing is for 是的 structure, you need a verb between 是的. You cannot just say 我是和老师的. If you drop 学习, no, you shouldn't. You need a verb, at least one verb there. You cannot just say 和老师，我是和老师的. It's not good. 我是和老师学习的. Okay, by so far, do you understand? Do you understand this 是的 structure? Understand this 是的. So Golden, do you understand this 是的 structure?
I'm not sure I understand yet.
Okay. Yeah, so
not quite ready to make a sentence yet.
这个直播课教中文是老师开的。
Yeah, 是老师 it's me, right? 是老师开的 Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so 是的 can you tell me some like Golden? Can you tell me some details where you think it's not very clear for you? What is 是的?
To be honest, I was just distracted, so I haven't been paying too close attention. I think
Okay.
For me, so my understanding is that it's used when you already know some detail and you're adding this? I don't know. I don't understand the use.
Okay, no problem. So as I said, so that's a regular Chinese order. Like you say who, when, at where, do something, right? So when people ask you something happened in the past, they know, for example, you actually yesterday you studied, right? The what thing you don't need 是的. For example, what did you do? 你做了什么? Then you say 我学习了 I studied. In that case, nothing to do with 是的. But after that, they know the basic information. They ask you, when did you go to the Starbucks? Or with who you go to the Starbucks,
I
right?
see.
You
I
want the
see.
Starbucks. In that case, they need to 是的 to ask you, then you need 是的 to answer them. That's it actually. Basically like this. So the typically people use 是的 to ask is who, with who, with who.
Okay.
So that's why this sentence 你是和谁 you with who study. Actually, the position you put 是的 should be you put 是 before that with who, and you put the after with who, after the verb 和谁学习的. That's the position. Then to answer this question, you still need 是的. You say 我是 with my teacher study 的.
Okay. So this first sentence is 谁, not 谁, right?
Oh yeah, both okay. That's very, very good. Actually, could be 谁.
The 谁 is confusing, right?
Yeah. So 谁 or 谁 both okay. Doesn't matter. I mean, in Chinese, it could this meaning could be this. Could be 谁,
also
right?
means what?
Could be
Or who?
means
Yeah.
who. Who? Yeah, who.
谁.
So the same character, but two ways to pronounce. Two ways to pronounce. Actually, 谁 is a very traditional way. In the past, I think there's no 谁, this kind of sound. But right now, because more and more people love this sound, because it just sounds maybe more natural or more easy to pronounce for most people. So then even the dictionary, even the textbook, they also admit you can just say two ways, 谁 or 谁.
So
A long
yeah,
time ago,
I can maybe try to make a sentence with the same structure or a question and response.
Okay.
So 你是和谁喝咖啡的?
Oh yeah, that's perfect sentence.
You and who
你是
drank
和谁?
coffee? Yeah.
对 you and who, have coffee, have coffee. 你是和谁?
我是和我妹妹喝咖啡的.
对，你是和谁喝咖啡的 That's very good. Then to answer it, you say 我是和with who? Can you tell me with who?
My younger sister. 我的妹妹.
对，我的妹妹，对，喝咖啡的。Okay, very good. By the way, that's coffee, not coffee. So that's should be coffee. Yeah. This one, coffee. Sorry. Wait a second. 这个 should be this one. Okay. Coffee. Yes. So here that's 是的 structure. 你是和谁喝咖啡的 that should be 的。你是喝咖啡的。我是和我的妹妹喝咖啡的。Yes. You see,
and because
very
you
good
know
structure.
something that's already, it's always something that's already happened, right? So you don't need like 喝了. It replaces.
对 exactly. It must be something already, some information. You know roughly what happened, right? I know from this sentence you ask, actually I know you had coffee, but I want to know with who, right? But of course, at the beginning, if you told me the whole sentence, I had coffee with my sister, so I don't need to ask, right? So there's no this structure to ask more details. I will say more details, right? So if you say I had a coffee with my younger sister, then I know it, and maybe I ask you other information about where, right? So I say, oh, 你是在哪儿喝咖啡的? You say, right? 你是在哪儿喝咖啡的? You see, I still use 是的, but this time is another information about where. Where did you had the coffee, right?
对.
That's 是的 that's 是的. Okay, very good. So now I think you understand the structure, right?
对，我知道。
明白这个，知道了，
谢谢。
非常好。 very good. No problem. That's perfect. 好。that's okay. Let's go back to our questions. Not sure we can finish all the questions, but we try. He said, so that meant in Chinese, he said, 是的，2021年 you know, the year 2012, 在北京 in Beijing, 我吃了北京烤鸭 I had the Beijing duck, 非常好吃 extremely delicious. That's what Ted said. Yeah. So about Beijing 烤鸭 yeah. Yeah, I love 烤鸭 Beijing 烤鸭 the roasted duck, so very delicious. Oh, I pasted this picture because you know, last time our live stream we talked about 吃过北京烤鸭. I think because that friend Ted watched our last live stream, so he said he had the Beijing 烤鸭 before. So last time we talked about 过, you know, when you put a 过 after verb to indicate you have done it. 我吃过 I've ever tried 北京烤鸭. That's the last time. Also, we can see the golden, right? Golden, you you're also the second on the screen. Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. Also, 月影, yeah, I can see you. The next time, 月影. 好. Good. Then this question is, 老师, here's a few the use of 在, le, and 的. 谢谢评. 好. So 在, le, and 的. That's the most common like words in Chinese. Let's have a look. 在了的. 好. Let's see. 在 it depends which 在 which 在. If this 在, roughly two ways to use. The first one, you know, just location. 我在家 to indicate location. I'm at home. 我在家. Also could be indicate doing something. 在 and the verb indicate doing something, right? For example,
我在工作。
Oh yes, 月影非常好啊。我在工作 I'm working, right? So this 在 typically 在 you will use that way. Or it could be 在 actually you put time also good. So example 我在10点上课. Me at 10 o'clock have a class. Of course, in that case, if you talk about time, this 在 is optional. You can drop 在我10点上课. I 10 o'clock have class. Normally, people are lazy. People love to drop. But if you don't drop it, you just say 我在10点上课 is very good, also good. 好，很好. That's 在. About this 的 it depends. You have many 的. Today I think we may talk about this 的. This okay. Not 的 should be 的. Okay. For this, there's a two way to use. One is they say to show possessive, means that thing belongs to me, right? So for example, 我的书, I should be this 的. 我的书. Oh, sorry. 是我的书. My book, right? Because that book is mine. So you say 我的书, that's show possessive. Another is to show kind of adjective and the and a noun. Of course, it's not necessary to be adjective. It could be other modifier to modify a noun. I give example. Let's say 漂亮的花. Okay, so beautiful flower. Because beautiful to describe flower. 对, that's why you put the between. So 月莹, do you have a 你有什么
美丽的风景。
美丽的风景 is beautiful beautiful views 美丽的风景非常好just now Patrick sent me message said 新年快乐，万事如意 that's a good wish, right? So by the way, I like to write it down 新年快乐万事如意 by the way, that's a good wishes. 新年快乐 新 is new, 年 is year, 新年 is new year, 快乐 happy, new year happy. 万 one is a unit, number unit. One is 10,000, a very big number. 事 is thing, 万事 10,000 things, which means everything, all the things. 如 means like, it's just like something. 意 is your idea. So 10,000 things is just going like your idea, like what you wish, what you think. It just means everything goes smoothly, all the best. In Chinese, in English, maybe all the best should be the best translate. Happy New Year, all the best. So I know Patrick said this, I know, because our Chinese New Year is coming, actually very soon. Chinese New Year, let's say in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It should be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, and most people right now they already started their holidays because just 3 days before the Chinese New Year, many people just stay home and prepare, ready for the Chinese New Year, and we have officially we have 9 days off. But I still teach because I kind of enjoy teaching. 好。Okay, thank you, Patrick, and I wish everybody 新年快乐 New Year happy, and 万事如意 everything goes smoothly. That's by the way, very good wish, a very good wish. If you want to wish Chinese people, you can use this 新年快乐 万事如意 Okay. 好 then let's back to the Q&A. So this friend talk about the 这 structure. 这 is also a very good one, but a little confusing one. There's many different ways to use 这, so we just put some common way to use 这. Also, some words they have different pronunciation for different situation. In that case, it should be 这 no neutral tone, which means no tone. 这. There's 2 basic ways to use 这. Today, maybe we will be maybe 5 minutes late. If you have time, you can still here to watch. If you're busy, you can just go to work. Okay, so 这 let's say could be verb plus 这 verb plus 这 oh, it should be 这 not the to indicate your kind of situation right now. For example, right now I'm wearing a shirt, so I can use this 这 I say 我穿着一个衬衫 我穿着一个衬衫 to indicate I'm wearing a shirt. But maybe someone may ask me, what's the difference? You say 我在穿 because just now we say 在 could be doing something. 我在穿一个衬衫 What's the difference? 我在穿一个衬衫 also, 在 to show doing, I'm doing it, right? So what's the difference? Anyone can tell me what's the difference? 我穿着一个衬衫 or 我在穿一个衬衫
I think
If you
我
put
穿着一个衬衫 means you wearing something. And
Continuing, you're
在穿 maybe
continuing.
在穿
Yeah,
maybe
please.
you are in the process of wearing something.
Yes, perfect. 敏捷 is perfect. That's the difference, right? 我穿着 means your like your situation right now. I'm not putting it on right now, right? But I just wearing it, right? That's 我穿着一个衬衫 to show my state, my situation is ongoing, right? Continuing. Then 我再传 actually like Minjie said, I in the what do you say
Process.
In the
procedural process, yes. Process, I mean process of doing it. Like, you see, I'm doing this, I'm just the sleeve and like doing this. That's 我在传 that's exactly doing it right now. I'm putting on. In English you will say I'm putting on, right? But 我穿着 actually I did it before, but you know, since I did it, it's always on my body, that shirt. So you see 我穿着 that's the difference about 这 and 在. So the quickly, the second usage for the 这 is normally you say the verb one plus 这 then plus verb two. So I have to change this 这. In that case, actually, you do two things, but the first verb is we call it accompanying action. Accompanying action. The second verb actually is the important verb. Let's say 我听着音乐看书啊，我听着音乐看书。对 ，Anyone can try to translate this sentence for me? 我听着音乐看书。
I listen to music and read
Book,
at the
yeah.
same time.
I'm listening to the music and I read book. But here, because there's two verb, right? Two things you did or you are doing. One is listen to music. The second is read book. But because the 这, then you know, listen to the music is just accompanying action. The main action you want to tell people is you read book. But by the way, you're listening to the music. That's this kind of feeling. So the main thing is you look at the book. That's the second way to use this 这.
So basically, that's why I asked this question about 这, because I usually say if I'm doing something and something, I would say with 和 or for example 我听英语和看书。
对 in that case,
Yeah.
these two things same important. You did two things. You're doing two things, right? Same time. But with the 这 structure, actually, this is they call it accompanying action. It's not the main action. It's a kind of your situation right now. Okay. 好 very good. Is this question you ask this question?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's great. That's a great question. Very good.
Thank you for answering it.
No problem. Okay, then let's see. We still have a few, but I think we don't have time today. And we have we have two more questions, but I think we will leave it for the next live stream. Okay.
好。
Then thank you everybody for joining today's live stream, and I hope you learned something from today's like Q&A section. And I also hope if you are watching our live stream or like replay, and you will learn something also. Okay, thank you Golden and Patrick, 还有月莹，还有 our friends 敏捷 and Mark. 好，那我们就下次见。I will see
再
you
见，
guys next
老师
time.
再见，再见，
谢
再
老师，
见。
再见。
拜。
谢谢妹妹。
好，谢谢，再见。Okay, good. 非常好啊，非常好 ，very good. So, oh, by the way, at the end, I still want to tell you my like Patreon club. It's about practicing your speaking Chinese. Actually, that's very useful. Every week, I give you topic, and then you just upload your video or audio, and I will give you my personal video feedback. If you love this, if you think that's useful for you, you can try to join it. You can find the link in the description box. Okay. That should be very useful. Okay, I look forward to be kind of your personal tutor, right? By this way, it's just only $9 a month. Okay, this way I really want to help you. Okay, and by the way, if you want to download my free ebook for you, you can try to find it. All those links in the description box. Okay, it's called "Everything You Need to Learn About Learning Chinese." At the end, if you want to, find the teacher explanation for the book Integrate Chinese, which is the one of the most popular and useful textbooks for learning Chinese. I just made it from level 1 to level 4. It takes me a few years to make this teacher explanation. So I have all of them in a package. If you want it, you find it in the description box. 好的 Thank you, everyone. I will see you later. 再见。